What's going on, Brian? What's going on, Alonzo?
Hey, what's happening?
I'm well. I'm well. How are you guys doing? Hey, what's up, Yay? How you doing?
Hey.
Cool. Hope everybody's well. We're gonna just give everybody a few more minutes here to jump on. Just make sure everybody's got the right link. Make sure. Let me check something here. DeMarco's getting the. Somehow he's on the other link. Another link. 1 second. Let me just shoot DeMarco a message. All right. Just give everybody a second here. Copy invite link. I think DeMarco is DeMarcus, I believe.
He calls himself Marco.
Marco? Okay, cool. I got it. So, just a second here. Just give me 1 second. I just want to make sure he's on the right link. And I'm just gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna send it to everybody. So that way everybody knows we're on the right link. Here it is, the right.
DeMarcus sent it to me.
Oh. How about that? Okay. We are on live. Here is the Zoom link. Here is the Zoom link. Hi, everyone. Sweet. Hi, everyone. We are on live. Just want to make sure you have the correct link. Click below to join us. Click below to join us. Okay. It's Morris. Like I said, I am in Africa right now. I'm in Tanzania, East Africa. So believe it or not, it is 2 a.m. in the morning right now. We're about 8 hours, 7 hours. 7 hours. So that's my math's right. 7 o'clock there. It's 2 o'clock here. Yeah, about 7 hours ahead of y'all. So we're gonna get into ads. Before I get into ads, I want to make sure any logistical questions. I wanted to make sure everyone saw, and I know everybody's in different phases, right? Some people are working on the presentation still. Some people are still working on the offer. There's no shame in that, right? Everybody's at different places in this process. Some people are starting to look at the funnel pieces, but I want to make sure that you do see you have access to 3 things in the resource. And then after this week, I'm going to add the software, right? The software, because like I said, I don't want to overwhelm you all. So after this week, I'm going to add the software that you're going to have access to for a year. I didn't want to start it early, right? And then you don't have, as much time. I don't even want to take a week off of using. I want you to leverage the full year. So after this session, you guys will have access to that and what the software is. I'll take you quickly behind the scenes of of some campaigns real quick. Let's see here. So I kind of stopped my own question. So I want to check, anybody have any questions so far before we get into tonight's session? I want to take questions just overall that you have with where you are in the process right now.
I have a question. Remember when we were talking and you said you was going to consult with Vance about, because we were talking about, will we have to have our own titles of the event and stuff? Because if everybody's doing the same thing, it would be oversaturated.
Yes, I did talk to Vance about that. Mention. Yes, all good. You can have varied titles, and that's recommended. A different title from him and everybody else, ideally.
It made more sense. Thank you.
Yep, no doubt.
So where is that resource? Is it?
For titles?
Yeah, well, you know, whatever she's referring to.
Oh, okay. So what she's referring to is the fact that you know, Vance's webinar has a specific title on it, right? And if you use that title, what ends up happening is, you know, you got, let's just say there's 16, 17 of y'all. If all 16 of you use that title, it's going to saturate the market. So where you, so good question though, still, Morris, where you can get, what I would do is leverage ChatGPT, right? To get you some webinar titles.
Yeah.
And hey, ChatGPT, give me a webinar title that goes like, that's like this, but I want to speak to this audience and I want to create an urgency or something like that. And then there you have it. You'll have a
So do we have access to his webinar or what we could kind of?
yes. So it's in the resources section.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's what I was asking. Cool.
Oh, okay. Yes, sir. You got
Also-
access to that.
Also, didn't you say there was a title generator? What was
Yes,
the name
there
of the title generator?
Go to tweakyurbiz.com.
Okay.
So / title generator. So let me go ahead and share my screen.
Thank you.
No problem. Okay, so it's called Tweak Your Biz / title generate. I'll just put this in the chat too. This will help with some idea creation. Right. So let me just throw in again, this is a good title generator. ChatGPT will be better to be in context, right? So this will help like 5 biggest credit repair mistakes you can easily avoid. So you might take this and flip 5 biggest credit repair secrets that 5 big credit repair 5 debt removal 5 debt removal strategies that it will improve your credit that most people don't know about, right? So I'm kind of using this as a kind of a memory jogger. And then I'm gonna just throw something in ChatGPT here. Just showing y'all exactly how I would do it. This was my webinar. So, and I'm doing a partnered webinar. And again, depending on your niche, you're going to have different things. Give me a variation of this webinar title and make sure there is urgency, scarcity, as an example, and urgency, scarcity, and curiosity. Give me 10 variations. Okay. Delete debt collections today with one phone call. How you can delete debt collections today with one phone call. How you can eliminate debt collections without sending credit you know, reports, or say goodbye to debt collections on credit reports. Some of these are okay, right? One phone call away, say goodbye to debt collections forever, right? Create these with more pain focus. So this is just how, I don't know where everybody's at with AI, so I want to just show examples. Create these with more pain focus. Break free from debt. Crush collections on credit reports with one call. Skip the burden. Obliterate debt collections. No more sleepless nights. Erase debt collections. Regain. So I like to give these with numbers. Give these with, make these have numbers in each of the titles. There we go. See, now we're getting better. 5 steps to break free from debt. Crush collections with one call. 3 days left. Okay, that doesn't work. Yeah, 3 easy steps, 1 phone call, 5. So is that helpful for titles? That makes sense?
Yes, thank you.
All right. Good. Any other questions? Let me see if there's any other. Make sure anybody else. Okay. Cool. Okay. Where am I at here? So any other, okay, I want to tackle any other questions anybody else has. So we went over Tweak Your Biz, went over titles. Any other questions before I get into tonight's stuff? No? Okay. Then we'll probably take from here on out, we'll take questions towards the end. So today's our last session live, right? We'll still have office hours on Thursdays. Again, I'm here to support you and get it done, right? So I want you to every aspect that you need to make this successful. That's what I want for you, right? So let's go ahead and I'm inside a client campaign as an example. I'm inside Easy Webinar, the software that everybody will be getting access to for a year. Okay. And I'm just showing you as an example. So this client used Easy Webinar as a registration vehicle, but we use it to put it into into Zoom. So now he's leveraging this plus Zoom, but these are just examples of the system. So I wanted to just kind of walk you through. Again, you'll have access to this, but you could literally run an entire webinar with this and not have to use ClickFunnels or Go High Level. But I like using that. That increases the conversion, right? So I like using those. So I'm not going to go through the process of creating one because you're going to get access to training on that. But I just wanted to show you, you could do live here. So if you wanted to create a live event, you can do that. You can create live events. You can create automated. So basically automated, once you, and don't, I just wouldn't do this until you've done a bunch of live ones first, but you have the ability to create live and automated webinars. So that means somebody could literally sign up for your webinar, watch a webinar, go through their process. They could choose their own time and watch it whenever convenient. So again, that works when you've mastered how to create, webinars that are, already dialed in, and then you're just adding to it. So I'm going to just go into an example one. Okay, so it's literally got a registration page. Your title would go in here, your thank you page, your event page, the event page itself, the replay page. It has a replay built in, event notifications, your before emails, your after emails. So you have a welcome email here. You guys will also be getting templates of emails. So really, really a lot of stuff you're gonna just plug and play, to be honest. You just tweak. And then after event, so after the replay, a few days after the replay, all of those things are here. So I tried to make sure that technology would be the lowest barrier for everyone. That's my aim in this process. Okay, so let me exit out of there. Again, you'll have access to this. Any questions on Easy Webinar before I get into ads, which is tonight's content? No? Okay.
No, Easy Webinar. What are we saying about Easy Webinar?
Sorry?
The Easy Webinar?
Yeah, this is the software you guys get access to for a year.
Okay, and this helps us with our webinar?
Yeah, this helps you to like a platform for your webinar. You could host it through here. You could have registrations, all the replays, all the yeah, when I started, this is what I used alone. You know, so you could have this for all your webinars if you wanted to.
If I have Jabari system, does this connect with Jabari system?
It does. It certainly does. So you would use what's called a Zapier connection. And I just tell Jabari about that, like it's Zapier. So Zapier will connect into this system, from this into his system. Okay, good. Any other questions before I get into ad stuff? Oh. Okay. Well, let's dig in then. So I'm going to kind of go over some principles first. I'm going to go over a few slides, and then ads is going to be yes, Kyle. Yes, it does. Great question. So I'm going to go over a few slide elements. And I'm just going to break down a few things. I just feel like it's hard. I can go into ads, but if I don't give you the not the theory, but the foundation, I want you to have the right mindset behind using ads. Okay. So, and why we use Facebook and Instagram ads, right? So when I say Facebook ads, I'm referring to Instagram because Instagram is owned by Facebook. Okay. So, so I'm not gonna give you the history. I'm gonna skip through a lot of stuff because I want to get to the meat of what you should know. Okay. Facebook ads are far less expensive than all other channels online and offline. When you really think about it, if you look at the cost of a newspaper ad, if you look at the cost of a Google ads, you look at the cost of LinkedIn ads, they don't compare. Everything else is more expensive. Facebook ads have more than 600 targeting options, and it rewards you when you put good content in front of the market. So meaning if you put out good content, it's going to help you get the cost lower because they really want people to create ads that people like. That's they want you to do that. It keeps them people coming to the platform. So when it comes to ads, it's 90% about strategy and 10% tactical. But a lot of people will think, oh, it's all tactical, and they put the strategy in the back. But the tactical aspects, believe it or not, are easier than the strategy. So I don't want you to get caught up in gadgets and tools and technical jargon. I want you to focus on the result. That's the end game here. So I want you to change your mind around paid advertising as well. Paid advertising instantly puts you in front of your desired market, right? That's the way to look at this. Like I don't have to play around to get to the result. I can get to the result quicker. It also positions you or your organization as a serious business. When somebody sees that you're advertising, they are like, wow, okay, they must have, if you put money behind something that you want to get to the market, it means you must have something of value to say, right? That's how the market is looking at it. Paid advertising also tells the market that you have so much value, right? That's key. It also allows you to access people you would never normally reach. You're going to have opportunities to tap into markets that you just you'd never meet these people. There's just no way, right? You're also going to have the ability to keep you top of mind. So what I do want to say too, I know we're talking about paid advertising and Facebook ads and Instagram ads, but if you have networks and platforms and audiences already, tap into those first, right? Use your warm markets, use your existing list database. That's the smartest, wisest way to go. After you've exhausted that, then you go into this, right? Or say, David, I don't have a list. Well, everybody has a list. I know it sounds crazy. Look in your phone. There's contacts. I use this app I've always believed in leveraging the philosophy of eat what's in your fridge. You know, when you have food in the fridge, but you got opportunity to go to Chick-fil-A or Domino's and order some pizza. Instead, it's looking what's inside of your fridge and taking what you have and maximizing that. So what I did was I used this app called HitEmUp, HITEMUP. HitEmUp allows you to text message people in your phone, personalized way at scale, right? And it's like you pay for, like, if you want to use it for a week or you want to use it for a month, you want to use it for whatever, 6 months. That's what I'm speaking to every level, right? If I was to start running ads, I would run ads to I would leverage my phone. I would leverage my social media, DM people, get them in there. And I would leverage my email access. Especially if you have Gmail, you can go to your contact section and you can see every person you've just emailed, every person you've ever emailed, right? And find out who can be on your market. So now I've kind of talked about doing this warm and without any ads. I want to get back to ads. So paid advertising allows you to scale your business to however big you want it to grow. Paid advertising is great for scaling. So this is a complete guide. Once you guys you'll get access to these slides here. It has a breakdown of all the different ad targeting that Facebook has available: location, language, education, finance, ethnicity, life events, connection. I mean, there's so many things you can target with. So when you're running an ad, you got to understand that Facebook is a platform that people come to do two things. They come to learn or be entertained. Education and entertainment. Or some people do a good job of doing both education and entertainment in one. So your ad angles, your ad copy, your ad graphics, your ad visuals should be doing one of three things. You should be educating, entertaining, or educating and entertaining at the same time. And that goes for your webinar ads as well. So again, I'm going to skip some stuff. This is the cost when you break it down to reach 1,000 people. Newspaper, $32. Magazine, $20. Radio, $8. Cable TV, $7. Google Ads, $2.75. LinkedIn, a whopping 75 cents. And Facebook, a whopping 25 cents. 1,000 people reached. I know that's, so let me just give you what reach is. Reach is like knocking on a door, right? Like if you knocked on 1,000 doors, even if you paid somebody to put a flyer on somebody's door for $1,000, sorry, there's mosquitoes out here. If you paid $1,000 to knock on doors, you'd still spend at least $1 a door. You'd still spend $1,000. You can get that kind of reach for 25 cents on Facebook. You can knock on 1,000 digital doors for 25 cents. Does that mean they open? No, but you're reaching them, which is way more effective digitally than even physically. So like I said here, so here are the mistakes. I want to go over the things people do wrong, and then we're going to go into some ads here in a second. So one, not understanding your ad objective, right? Most people get it wrong right here. Two, I'm going to break these down to targeting audiences that are too broad or too narrow. Depending on your ad budget, you don't want to do that. We'll explain that. Three, not using the Facebook ad pixel. We're going to make sure you know how to do this and where to put this. And four, not using a quality ad, creative image, or video. So not understanding your ad objective. These are the ad objectives: awareness, consideration, conversion. They might change the language on these from time to time, but the truth is these are the main objectives you want to focus on for webinars: traffic and conversions. Sometimes in a third, you might do lead generation. So this is driving ads. This is the mechanism, the objective. So why is this important? I want you to understand this, that when you're driving ad traffic, people that click, Facebook knows the clickers, people that click on stuff, they love to click through traffic. They know the people that opt in, that put their information in, will sign up, will join something. Facebook knows the people that will watch videos. They know the people that will click lead gen things. So they know, and they'll send the ads to those type of people. It's that granular. So when you're doing this and you pick the wrong objective, some people will pick something like brand awareness and reach when they really want people to register for their webinar. Guess what? You're just going to get a bunch of watchers, people that are watching your content. Or you think, you're going to use engagement to get people to sign up for your webinar. The reality is, those people are just going to comment, and Facebook knows. So that is something that's really crucial. A lot of people mess up with that. 2, targeting audiences too broad or too narrow. If you're spending, like $10 a day, don't try to target 1 million people on Facebook, right? You want to, so let me give you some ratios, okay? So this is roughly, right? If you want to target 1 million people on Facebook, you probably need to be spending anywhere from $30 to $100 a day, right? 1 million people targeted. Okay. If you're targeting 500,000, you're good with 10 to 30 a day. If you're targeting 100,000 to 200,000 people. So let's say your audience, right? Your audience size, you're good with like $10 a day or something like that. Okay. So that's what I mean by so some people will put in, I want to reach the entire United States, 300+ million people, and I'm going to spend $5 a day. It's actually going to confuse the system. It's not going to work well. Remember that Facebook is a algorithm system, and it is a machine. It's a machine learning. So it does need data, but it needs data that is smartly set in the process. Okay. So third, not using the Facebook ad pixel. We'll break that down. It's a piece of code that you need to have on your sites and on your webinar landing pages and all that good stuff. And then lastly, not using a quality creative. Your image or your video is the first thing people see. So if the ad is not getting enough people to click through, it's because the creative is not good enough. So you need to change that first. Okay. So setting up the ads. Where you set up ads is in a place called the Business Manager. So we're going to go there. Okay, we're going to go through. I'm going to show you and walk through the Business Manager where you can do all this stuff. If you already have a page, you can connect it to your company page. These are some things, like I said, I'm going to send you this so you can go back over these and make sure you should have a privacy link, a disclaimer link. I will be sending you examples of these, so you have a template you can pull in, but you just need to change the link. I mean your company name in it, right? So you should have this on your website, on your landing pages. It's just Facebook does look to see if you have this installed on your page, so that's incredible and important. So these are ads you don't want to do. You don't want to do stuff like this. None of these things. I'm not going to go over these. You can check these out. Okay, I'm gonna skip through the pixel. We're gonna go through that. Okay, audiences. We're gonna go through that. I'm just looking for all the things that we're gonna go through inside the platform. Lookalikes. We're gonna go through that. Custom audiences. We're gonna go through that. Okay, all of this we're gonna go through. Okay. All right, let's get into it. So let me get into Facebook here. Let me get out of this. Let me get out of this client account. Um, a second here. Okay, we'll go in this one. Yeah. So we'll go into this account here. Right. This is let's see here. This is so we're running, this is a VSL campaign. This is some webinar stuff. We're running, let me take you into an old campaign here. Okay. I'm gonna first take you through one, and then we're going to we're gonna go through one, and then we're going to create one from scratch. Okay. So I'm taking you to the end, and then I'm gonna take you back to the beginning. So in here. Okay, so this is let me show you where I was taking people to. Taking them to this webinar here. Okay. So this webinar, leverageyourwebinar.com. Learn how to develop premium prices for their webinar. I'm helping people to raise their prices and build a premium price to sell our program. Okay. One of our programs called Premium Online Programs. And where is Facebook? I just had it. Where did that go? Is that it? No. Oh, the problem with having so many tabs. Okay. And one monitor. Okay, 1 second. Let me put this here. Nope. Where did this go? Oh, that's the meta sign. That's why. I was like, Facebook icon. Okay. So this is to add. We're gonna dissect it here. Okay. In this case, we had some copy. We had an image. We're testing. When we test ads, we like to test multiple things, right? We got this version. We had this one. Okay. Right. Kind of leverage this. And this had more copy. I'll take you inside here in a second. We had multiple. I don't think we tested any video in this one. This one was all pure imagery, image based, but it's good to test video. Okay. All right. So we also had different audiences. We had 4 different audiences. Brene Brown, Marie Forleo, people that run social media pages, and Shark Tank audiences. Okay. And then this was under one campaign. And the campaign was here. Okay. So campaign level, we ran let me edit here. Just taking you inside. Campaign level, we ran this goal was to generate leads, right? That was our objective, but this is a specific campaign geared to generate leads. We ran a budget of 100 a day. Okay. We had 4 different audiences, and under those 4 different audiences, we're testing 2 different copies, and 2 to 3 different images for each. Okay. Under that, we were driving people to a website. We're driving people to leverageyourwebinar.com. Okay. We had, like I said, different audiences. We're targeting people in the US. You can see the different breakdowns here. And then we use mixed placements. It had ads in different places, meaning that we had it on Facebook Messenger, Facebook ads, all the different through the different feeds. We're using the Kingdom Social Media Pixel. Okay, let me show ad preview. These are the different types of ads we were using. You can see a bunch of sets of different ads. Okay. I just wanted to take you inside. We're testing ugly ads like this, right? Believe it or not, some of these work. Just all text and colors and stuff like that. We're testing. We never assume that, oh, I like this one the best. This is going to work the best. Sometimes you'd be surprised at what resonates with people. Okay. So this campaign did well for us, generated quite a few sales and leads and webinar stuff. And so we were taking this to a webinar called Leverage Your Webinar. Okay, now I'm going to create one from scratch. Okay, if I'm in your position, creating one from scratch. So, okay, I'm going to, so like I said, there's 3 main objectives here: traffic, lead, sales. We're gonna assume that you are, hold on, let me check something here. Hold on. Let me check. So there's one running right now on, what's this one? This one's running. This one has some video ads in it. Hold on. I'll take you behind the scenes here. 1 second. This is a current ad. Come on, where's the edit? There we go. Okay. So we're using leads on this one too. Okay. All right. So that would probably be the easiest to show you. Okay. So we'll do, so like I said, sales, leads, traffic. We'll do a leads one here. Let's go leads based. We're going to call this test example webinar. The audience set, ad set is going to be professionals and entrepreneurs. That's who our target audience is here in this example. Let me put the ad. Ad can be, I don't know, we'll just say image ad 1. Okay. So when you're setting up your ad, this is, and so where I got to this whole place is through business.facebook.com, right? So when you go to business.facebook.com, you're going to go through, and if it doesn't show in here like this, which all you're going to do is go to all tools. And then some of you might want to follow along with me and just start creating rather than go. That's fine. You can do that. You're going to go to the ads manager, right? And when you go to the ads manager, it's going to should bring you in something like this. Okay. So, okay. So hit continue. Tailor lead campaign, manually create lead campaign from scratch. So this is going to cut the steps for you. I don't really use this, but you can, if it might be a simple way to start, but I think you should, learn the process. So it might be good to do this. Okay. So special ad categories. I know y'all are doing credit. What I would do, I would not put credit on here. I know that sounds crazy. Try to see if you can get it approved without credit. And then if they make you, then you're going to have to do it because it really severely limits your audiences. When we run ads with clients that have credit, we try to put no credit on it. At first, we just as a rule, we try. Again, how you position it is everything, right? How you position it. So I may not say credit repair or credit repair. If I can I might have a title. So let's look at. Yeah, this has credit report in it. So this would have to use credit. So if you had like a title with credit repair, credit report, just know you got to put this on there, right? But if you don't have a title with that in it, because I had clients where they don't have credit repair, credit, all that stuff on it, and we were able to use it outside of the category. Okay, so I try with outside of the category, and if I don't get approved, then I come back and I put the category on it, right? Same in real estate, because sometimes they'll automatically put it in housing, and we don't want to be in housing. We're not trying to, do that. So, but yes, yeah, Kyle, you're right. They usually do shut it down. Most often than not, they're going to try to put you in a category. I always say try to get outside a category, because you're so limited within category. Doesn't mean you won't get sales, doesn't mean it won't work. It's effective, it still works. It's just you want more control, right? So we've got our thing. So let's just put credit on there. Okay. So just for purposes, as you're doing this process, in case we'll just put it on there for now. Okay. So campaign ad, spending limit. This is optional. I don't use this. Split test, don't worry about that. Advantage campaign budget. This is going to distribute your ads across your ad sets and get results on that. So you can control spending. I would turn that on. Okay. Your daily budget. I think it's good to start with like $10 a day to start. I like $10 a day to start. $30 a day is where Facebook really starts to optimize the system for you, right? You can start to test things on $10 a day, increase to 20, and then go to 30, and then go higher. Okay. So that's it. That's all you'd have to do for this page. You got your title of your campaign, you got your category, you got your country or countries. But I want to turn this off here. Actually, I just thought about it. I'm going to turn this off because I want you to see what's like without the limitations. Okay. $10 a day. We're going to go next. Website. You can get leads through Instagram. Okay, this is telling you that. That's fine. We're going to do Instagram anyway. We're going to target Instagram. Maximize the number of conversions. Yes, you keep that as the goal. Pixel. So I have a couple of pixels on here. I'm going to click this one here. But let's go ahead and walk you through the process of what you need to do to set up the pixel. There. So if you don't have a pixel, this is what you can do. Yeah. Oh, this is Conversions API. Oops. Hold on. It's showing differently for me because I have a pixel. If I didn't have a pixel, it wouldn't show all this. Come on. How do I access? Let me go to a different account. Because then I'll throw off some stuff. Hold on. No. Okay, I guess I gotta do it. Let me come back to this. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna just open up another account that maybe doesn't have. Let's see. Maybe this account. Most of my accounts have pixels on them, right? They're client accounts, they're other accounts. Let's try this again. Let's try this. No, it's not gonna let us do that. Hold on, y'all. Hang in with me. Let's create audience. Of course, this has a pixel. Okay, hold on. This is what we're gonna do. Kingdom. There we go. Okay, so I had to click on, let me just show you what I did. I had to click on, if you have pixels already, just click on that. Okay, I'm gonna hit create. Oh, I just want to create another pixel. They're always moving stuff around. Oh, create. That's my no, that's not what I'm looking for. I just want to create a pixel. Hold on, y'all. Events manager. Okay. There we go. So I found one that doesn't have. Okay. So it'll look like this. You'll be an events manager, connect data. You'll say web connect, create a pixel name. I don't even know whose count this is. Test pixel. Then you put your website. Put Kingdom. Okay, let me do this. No. Let me think this through. How to win. Let me pick something else. Okay, I know what I'll do. Do this. No, let me not mess up his stuff. Let me think of somebody. Trying to think of somebody that has a Pixel 2 that's not mine. That's fine. Let's do that. Now, where did that Pixel stuff go? Oh, right here. Yeah. Yeah. Check. Okay, next. Now I want to do conversions API and MetaPixel. Conversions API is going to help, when Apple released stuff like the ability to track data on people's phones and stuff like that, and the limitations on that. So this will allow you to kind of beat their system a little bit. So it's a little more advanced. This is a simple route. If you were just starting, to start with this. You want to, hey, you know what? I want to dive in all the way to this. I would do this top one, okay? Conversions API. And then I would set this up manually. That's going to be a step-by-step process. It's going to walk you through. And then you're going to do this. So like I said, this is a little more involved. It's a little bit of steps you're going to need to do here to get this piece in place. However, let me see. the simple one to get you started, right? You start with this. So I believe in simple. This is the simple step. You can do this after get the hang of this, right? This is gonna be simple. You just take this, install code manually, copy the code, and then you get this code to your webmaster. If you're using, hey, you're using Easy Webinar Pro, all you would do is you'd come into your webinar. I'm just showing an example. This is a practice event. I'd come into advanced options, third-party scripts, and then I'd put this in the header. And then it's on the site. And then I can also let's see, meta keywords. No, not worry about that. Yeah, that's where I'd put it. It has the tracking and all that good stuff. I hit save. And if this was my site, all I need to do is save and exit. Okay. And this is the registration page. Okay, right here, click up here. I'm tracking. There's my pixel data. My pixel is on here. It's obviously this is a dummy site that I just created, but you use a tool called Pixel Helper, Meta Pixel Helper, to make sure that you're tracking right and you're got the Meta pixels installed. So this is how I know it's been installed. So when I come back to Facebook, right, I say continue. I say you can turn this on, turn this on, turn this on. So now my pixel is tracking. So that's an important step in creating the ads. Once my pixel's set, then I can come back here. Now I know my pixel set. So assume this is the pixel we created. I'd click that conversion event. I want a lead in this case. So the conversion event that's what I'm telling Facebook what's successful. So whenever they get a lead, that's success for me. Okay. So this is the second phase. There's only 3 phases to the ad. There's the conversion piece, there's the ad set level, and then there's the ad level. So you just need to know 3 levels, right? And there's some deeper elements as you get into the process more. Okay. So maximize the number of conversions. I got my pixel set. I got my conversion set. This is automatic. You can leave that alone. This is fine. You can leave that alone. Dynamic creative. If you have a lot of different creative, you could turn this on. I'd say if you have like 4 or more different angles, this is good. If you have less than that, don't worry about turning this on. It's just a way to increase the amount of creatives and testing you can do. It's a cool process. Okay. Again, I want to get you to do this simply. I don't want you to get so super. What a lot of times what holds people back is they're doing things so advanced that it kind of holds them back. So I don't want you to feel held back in any way. Okay. So there's that. Audience 18. Okay, so I would adjust my audience based on whoever my audience is. I'm probably not targeting 18-year-olds. Most people are going to be somewhere in this range, 25 to 65. Who's my detail targeting? So this is where it can kind of get fun, right? So if you're targeting business owners, right? Business owners, things like business owner behaviors, right? So that's key. That's a good one. I can put that in here. It's going to give me the amount of reach. Woo, 4.3 million. Remember I talked about budget? I'm only spending $20 a day. I'm not going to reach 4 to 5 million. That's a little bit ridiculous. So how do let me narrow this down a little bit. Let me define that further. Maybe I want business owners that have brick and mortar. So retail. I don't know why I'm just putting this they're in the retail industry. I could do that. Or we said professionals and business owners. So let me put some professionals in here, maybe accountants. accountants. So these are some job titles. I could throw that in here. Maybe some nurses. I can throw some of that in here. Again, I'm throwing ideas in here. Okay. A flight nurse. I don't know what that is. Nurse. Fine, nurse anesthetist, right? That's fine. Again, I'm showing this for purposes of what's possible in here. Maybe, okay, you can target all genders, you can target age, you can target location. Let's say, okay, you know what? I'm gonna focus this on Philadelphia alone. I could come in here and change that to Philly if I wanted to, or just specific locations. How I would define or get this down, right? So I've got these, and then I'm suggesting all and also much match. So maybe I want to do income. That might be a good household income is top 10%, top 10%, 10 to 25% of the United States zip codes. Look at that. That brought me down under 1 million, which is a good amount of where I want to stay at for what I'm marketing. I'm showing you just a few targeting, like I said, you're gonna have a sheet. It also has suggestions in here. It'll have, engaged shoppers. That might be a good one, right? People that are engaged shoppers, they probably run up some credit. You know what I mean? So, but look at that. That brings us right back up. So maybe I'm going to narrow this a little further. Maybe I want engaged shoppers, but I also want the zip code. So I hit define further. So, what's that? Engaged shoppers, income, top 10. Where we at? Okay, that's even lower. 543,000 to 641,000. So that's that. Okay. I leave my advanced placements on. That's fine. That's pretty much the best way to do it, right? Just leave it. So pretty much it's going to put you on all these devices, on Facebook, Instagram. It's going to put you on all the feeds, right? It's going to put you on the stories and Instagram. So that's why I say when you run ads with Facebook, you're really running ads with Instagram too. Everything's in one place. You don't need to go to multiple platforms. You can just do it right here in the business manager. Okay. So I'm going to hit next, and I'm done with the ad set level. All that's set. The next level is, so I got both my accounts. So if you don't have these set in there, you'll have the ability to add multiple accounts, your Kingdom social media account, your Facebook account and your Instagram account. Those are already there, right? So I could run with an existing post, right? Obviously for this, I wouldn't run that. I would run create an ad. Okay. So when we create an ad, you're going to get some, creative, some imagery, some video. And again, what I would suggest, I'm going to give you guys a video script. I would suggest that you run video straight from your phone. And if you want to build a faceless brand, you can get somebody on Fiverr to do it. But I'm going to give you a video script to make this really simple for somebody to come to your ad here. Hold on. Video script. Okay, I'm going to give you this sample. This is a client of ours and the script we created, but you're going to have access. You're going to add a sample script and a blank one. We always give you a blank version and an actual version. So he's a coach. Facebook. And I literally just want you to record this on your phone. Like, no complication. Don't need the highest high-tech, the most high-tech camera shooting, and you're gonna just record it like this. Let me ask you a question. So you're gonna have a core desire. These are some examples. In his case, he has a process for helping people get to 7 figures with the sales process. Do you have a love-hate relationship with sales? That was his example. Again, I'm going to have a blank one. Agitate the pain point. Imagine if you had a sales process and script mapped out for you, and all you had to do was follow it. Wouldn't that be great? Create connection. I know what it's like to suck at sales. I know what it's like to do millions in sales. Hey, my name is Dave, the business bully. I help entrepreneurs do X, Y, Z. What's in it for them, right? So what are you going to do for, so you notice people don't always introduce, hey, this is David Simons of Kingdom Social Media. You wasted time. You got to go. Let me ask you a question. Would you like to get those bad debts from bad things off your credit profile? Have you been trying to buy a car? I'm something this off the top of the head. Are you trying to buy a car, maybe a home, or get a loan, and you keep getting rejected? Well, the probably is because of the bad items on your credit report, and you probably tried credit repair companies and you had little to minimal success. Well, I know how you feel, and my name is David Simons. I run get it with credit.com, and we help people get whatever they want with credit, and so they can get the things that they want in life, the abilities to do this and do this. Well, I've created a free training that shows you our process on how to remove the debt items, those bad debt collector items off of your credit report. And guess what? You're not going to have to send one letter. I'm going to show you a proven process. By the end of our training, you're going to have a solid process that breaks down word for word what you need to do. By the end of our process, you're going to have all the pieces and the process of the step to know how to get these things sorted out. If you'd like to get involved, or you'd like to get access to this training, we're doing it. Don't put a date on it. Don't put a date on it, because you're going to rerun this back. If you'd like to get access to the training, just click the link below, right? Click the link below. Here's the call to action. And then register. We're capping it at 100 people. So make sure you're among the first to be there, right? Again, this is all top of my head, but you can literally take this script and put together a pretty clean invite for people, right? So that's what I would do for my creative. And then you could have you could get a creative. Once you have your creative, just shoot over, like, if you have creative ideas and stuff, shoot it over to me. I'll have my team get some static creatives created for you all as well. Okay. So we'll create the statics for you. You create the video. Here's the thing though, you got to have your video created, your video ad created. Then once you put some words together, shoot it over to us, and we'll create a static video creative for you, static imagery created for you as well, in addition to your video creative. Okay. So you're going to put both of them in here. Once you got your media, you're just going to take your ad image. So let's just say this was my video. This is, well, let's, okay, I'll just take this. That's one of our, I think that's a video. Yeah. And this, let's just say that was our video and ads, and then it has all the stuff in there. Okay. All that stuff is in there. All that, you just do that. So just picture this was my ad. Okay. Then your headlines. So this is what I'm telling y'all. Leverage ChatGPT for your headline. Give me a Facebook ad headline. Give me some Facebook ad copy. And again, once you guys send it over to us, we can even improve upon it. If you'd like, we can do that for you. That's part of what we do in this process. Okay. So you got the headline. You put your text here. So I'm going to just go here. Create a, I like this one the best. Create a Facebook headline and add copy text based on this webinar headline.
Okay. All right, so
I like it.
that's.
I think this is pretty good. Okay. Boom. Just like that. I've got my headline.
What happened?
Oh no, I'm gonna call.
Oh, sorry.
So that was the day on the screen.
That's my headline. This is my ad copy. Add copy. Boom. Then I put my links here. You know what? I want another variation. Let me show you how to do that. Say I want another headline option. I just come back. Give me one more variation. Okay, there we go. Just like that. I mean, when I started running ads, we didn't have ChatGPT. So it's gold. All right. Then I add my second option in here. And emojis are great for ads. So right here, add a description option. Run that. Come back. Take this ad copy text. Obviously read through. I'm not reading through this. Make sure it aligns with your webinar. I'm just showing you this for purposes of like, well, David, I don't know how to write ad copy. You don't need to know how to write ad copy. It's good to learn it. I'm not gonna say don't learn it. You can learn it. On my website, leverage your webinar.com. Preview it, make sure it's all good. Follow link. Yep, that's correct. Display links, whatever display you want. Usually it's the domain that you have there. I just put that there. That's fine. Browser add-ons, I don't do that. Leave that alone. All this, I'll leave that alone. Tracking is going to be linked to my pixel. If this was the pixel that I set, it'd be the text pixel. So we make sure that's all in. URL parameters, don't need to worry about that. It's more advanced stuff, you know. There we go. So I've got my ad just like that. All right. So let me actually edit media. Let me just put this one, right? So it's actual something related to a webinar, like all the other stuff wasn't. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. And then just like that, I have my ad. Then I can hit advanced preview. Not letting me see. Hold on. If I want to see my ad, why is this not letting me? Share. It's making me see it in the phone. Okay. It's fine. I guess I'll have to leave it on. It's fine. Okay. So I can just go back and look and make sure everything looks okay. Right? How it would look in the feed. Right? I get a look at all the stuff. And there you have it, y'all. And then I publish my ad. And I hit this publish button down here. Obviously, I'm not going to publish because it's not a real ad. But just like that, in less than 30 minutes or so, we created an ad. And I'd run this. So now once the ad's created, what do you do? So you start to monitor what's bringing you the cost per lead, right? So let's go back here. I'm going to just go to what we have running right now. I honestly, I've been traveling, so I don't even know. The ad team is on this right here. So I don't know what you're going to learn with me, what our cost per leads and all that stuff are. Let's do well, that's only August. Let's do the last 14 days. Okay. So I'd come in here. Okay. My leads, this is $13 for this one, this business owner one, this page admin, $12 is still learning. That looks like a newer ad. Okay, maybe I need more data. I don't know if this one's been running 30 days. We'll find out. Okay, this is still the winner, right? So these were turned off, even though, see, that was turned off because it got one lead. So you're looking at what's the cost per lead as well. So let's break this down. This costing me 20, it sounds ridiculous, right? $24 per lead. 100, this was $100 per lead. This is 33 per lead, 24 per lead. It's about 459 spent. So I'm tracking, in this case, this is a VSL funnel. So this is actually pretty good numbers for a VSL. Some people are getting $50 per lead. So 24 per lead. But for a webinar, if you can get it at $10 per lead, that's really good. So let's go back over this one. And hit edit. And oops. Come on. Something don't seem right, but this is yeah, that don't seem right. Hold on. That's cost per lead on that one. Let's do this one. There's a bunch of this ones. Cost per lead. Okay. This doesn't seem right either. I'm trying to find something for y'all to kind of study here. Oh, that's why I clicked the wrong one. There we go. All right, that's better. Okay. This is a little more realistic. See, this was getting $8 per lead. This is about $11, $12 per lead. This is a little high. So this is how you're tracking for webinars. You're literally just following the lead cost. I want to see how much this is costing me per lead, right? Ideally, I want to know on this side which imagery is getting the most conversions, right? So you're going to look at the imagery. So this was the winner, the one with the money in it, right? And it's getting me the lowest cost per lead. I want to know the click-through rate. So, oops. I can add different things that I want to see here. Add other columns. Okay. So click through. CTR. There it is. Click through rate. I want to see. So 1% and above is really good. This was 3%, but again, we didn't run it very, very long. That's really 3% is really good. 1% is okay. It's like this is a standard, right? But 1% is standard. 3% is excellent. So we want to monitor our click-through rate. We want to monitor the cost per lead, and obviously, you want to on the webinar itself. You want to monitor the quality of the lead, who showed up and who bought, and that's really, I'm keeping it very simple. That's what you want to start with. Obviously, you can get more advanced from there. But again, I want you to get in the game and get it simplified, and then you can always maximize upon that as you get used to it. Okay, so I want to take any questions. Again, you'll have this recording to watch over and over and over what I just did here, this whole process. I'll go over any questions you may have.
I got a question. What's like the average budget that you want to spend on leads to get like a good amount of people to attend your campaign? So if you said it's like 10% opting in, like
Mhm.
how many people should we be trying to reach?
Great question. So typically what I see is $1,500. $1,500 at divided by $10 per lead. That's going to get you 100. If you can get it to a $10 per lead cost, that's going to get you 150 people registered, right, to your webinar. Out of the 150 people registered, you're going to have probably 30% show up. You can get 50 people to show up, and then you should have a conversion of 10%. So you should have at least an offer, right? Everybody in here should have at least a $500 offer at a minimum, right? That's what I'm suggesting, right? $500, 10%, on a 10% of 50 people showed up. That's gonna bring 5 times 50. That's 2,500. Sorry? What'd you say, Romeo?
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I was asking, what question was, guys? My bad. I think you answered the question based on what he
Okay.
said. Thank you.
Okay, no doubt. So Joe, that help? So 1,500 is a good starting point for a webinar. That's
Okay,
my
all right.
Mhm.
Okay.
Ty, I understand. It's a bit of information. What aspect was overwhelming? Was it all overwhelming? What aspect?
Not technology savvy, all of it.
Okay.
Just
So-
watch and what I can figure out and then go from there.
Yeah. The other solution is, right, there's truth is, if you know if you know this stuff, right, just knowing what I shared with you, and you handed this off to somebody to run ads for you, that's also an option, right? So I'm not, I would say first, Jabari, right? Jabari could be a solution for you all, right, to help you handle that aspect. You don't need to know everything about it. I want you to know to be dangerous, but you could have somebody like Jabari. Secondly, you could do Upwork and find a good ad buyer. You could do Upwork, UPWORK, and find somebody that can help. Hey, I need media buyer to get people to my webinar, and I want $10 per leads. Hey, you tell them I want $5 per leads, ideally, right? And this is the kind of quality traffic I want. But now you know the language to talk to an ad buyer, right? Most people will say, hey, just run traffic to my ads for my webinar. That's not enough info. But now you can be armed with information to present to a media buyer that can, and that's what they call them. Media buyers are advertisers in the industry. Make sense? Any questions?
How many creatives, should we start off with?
Great question. I like 4, right? If you can do 2 videos and 2 audio, 2 videos and 2
Static.
Yeah.
Should they be put in as a dynamic ad so that the algorithm could mix them up, or should we?
Yeah,
just
I mean,
put it together.
I do like dynamic, right? So if you do 4 or more, dynamic is good. 4 or less, I mean, it's like under 4, you don't need to do dynamic, but 4 or more, yeah, dynamic is good.
Do you start off testing with CBO or you start off with ABO?
Great question. So I would do based on the conversion. So CBO.
Okay.
Yep.
And the $1,500 budget, is that, how many days is that over? Or so you should just run the webinar once you reach 1,500 and ad spend, or?
Great question. I would do over a 2-week span. Just for your first one or for your first few, do 2 weeks. And then once you get it dialed in, right? You say, hey, I ran that one, I ran that play. Let me take this to another level. I found the audiences that I liked from my ads. I'd run it within a shorter window, 5 days, 4 days, maybe even 3 days as you start to dial it in. So
Still at 1,500?
still at 1,500.
Okay. And should we start retargeting immediately, or when do you suggest to start the retargeting?
Great question. So we didn't tap into that a lot. We talked about Pixel, but retargeting is essentially where, you know, somebody lands on a page and then you hit them with another ad to get them to, and I'll be sending you guys something, a resource on that. But basically I would run that right away with the after they've hit the page. You could have, hey, we noticed you didn't register for our training. Here's a reminder of how to get access to the free training, right?
Yeah, I
So-
mean, yeah, you know, I don't want to take up all the time with questions, but like, what should we, or what do you suggest that we retarget? Should we retarget some of the video views, or people that didn't opt, or people that opted in but didn't register, or what do you think?
the best of what I found. So I like to use, so let me start from the end, right? I like to retarget people that registered and didn't show up, and get them to come back to watch my offer, watch the replay. So I'm gonna start at the end and I'm gonna come back to the beginning. So I like to register people like, hey, you signed up, but you missed out. Well, here's the replay. Here's the link to watch the replay, and it will have the offer. Because I want to do retargeting where it's going to make me the most revenue possible. So I'll retarget people that registered, didn't come, but they didn't come, and I send them to the replay and offer page. That's number one. You can also retarget people that registered, and remind them about the webinar again. So that's retargeting the people that came to the webinar, that registered for the webinar, and letting them know, hey, we're doing this webinar tonight. Just reminding you, hey, the webinar is going on tonight, so you can have this on, webinars coming in, you'd have, for that one, it's gonna be special, like the day of or something like that. Hey, just a quick reminder, looking forward to seeing you tonight. And then you could also do another, so the third level is doing a retargeting on the people that registered, and you just want to, or didn't register, they came to your page and they didn't register. So they saw, oh, this looks cool, and then they just didn't register. Hey, notice you were looking into coming to the webinar. Here's the link to get set. We want to make sure that you learn how to get these things removed off your credit. So those three levels.
I'm not really too keen on the list I got. I probably got like a list of 2,000 people.
That's not bad.
Yeah, but they're not really, I don't feel like they like really my ideal clients. So should I still run the webinar to them?
Yes, absolutely. The reason why is one is going to be, I would say, practice on the warm before you practice on the cold. You know what I mean? So like, look at it as practice. And guess what? Hey, you get some sales, you'll be like, hey, I wasn't expecting that, but I got some, right? So I would run to the warm list, and see how they react and respond to that. Great question.
Appreciate it.
Great questions. Yep. Any other questions? You probably need to run this training over again, right? To just go get through and get this in you, right? Of today's session. Okay. So we will have office hours again tomorrow. Same time, 1 to 2 Eastern. I'm trying to think, that'll be 7 o'clock my time, 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock my time. And then you guys bring any questions as you're going through this. Again, I want to see everybody win. So any questions you have, any feedback you have, please bring it to the call tomorrow. Glad to go through everything that you have visually. And again, this is a comma here. This is the last live training, but it's not the last. Our office hours, you'll be getting access to the software, you'll be getting access to once you do create videos or create different things. We'll create some static ads for you. We'll help you create some of the different elements as promised. So you can send that over to us and we'll get that designed for you. Once you have, we just need you to do your part, right? Create, and then we maximize on what you create. Okay. Any other final questions before we wrap up for tonight and meet tomorrow? All right. Then I will see you all at 1 tomorrow. Feel free to message me if you have any other questions. And let's get it. Let's get it, y'all.
So this
Thank you,
video,
David.
this Zoom will be uploaded soon.
Yes, sir. This
Okay, cool.
video will be uploaded to the platform. You guys will have
Okay,
access to this.
Cool. Okay. Thanks, Dave.
No doubt. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great one. Speak to most of y'all tomorrow. All right. Bye-bye.